So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. So I'm sorry for not uploading the past 5 days or whatever, and that's because I have nothing to upload because I do not enjoy Phantom Forces at the moment, or maybe anymore. But that's not the point of the video. Today we're going to talk about the clear and apparent downfall of Phantom Forces, because only a few months ago I made a video regarding this saying, oh, Phantom Forces will never die, Phantom Forces has stayed alive for this long. But in recent times, that's clearly not the case. And I'm just going to briefly go over the stats and then give you the reasons to why this might be happening. So, you know, there's this website known as 𝙎𝙧𝙖𝙧, right? It shows game statistics, right? That you can from 2020. It's pretty nifty, right? So we can go to full screen here. Look at this graph. I mean, I think the best way to look at this graph here, because you might see that it looks pretty consistent until the very end here, but I'm gonna like put some more context, I guess, to why the end here is actually really bad compared to before. So we can see here that it went under 5K. All right, the 5K mark, and that is, I mean, that is low, right? And if we look back here at all the other times that he recorded, right? The only times that it went under 5K was during Roblox outages. This was a Roblox outage, all right? This was also a Roblox outage. When the game, when you know, if you guys remember the 2020 Halloween update with the silly maps or whatever, and I don't know if you knew, but the player count dropped hard during that update. Went from 8K to 5K. All right, but the point I'm trying to make is that Phantom Forces is literally on an all-time low. 3 years. All right, and the last time we had an actual bad drop like this was because of a bad update. Now it's just Phantom Forces naturally just falling off, right? And why is this happening? Why is Phantom Forces dying so suddenly? What is this, right? And I have a few theories, a few I guess hypothesis, yeah, why the game might be dying, fellas. So number one, all right, I feel like this is a main issue I think that a lot of people might have been getting tired of, and that is the cheater problem. Wow, I mean, there's not much to say about it. There's basically a cheater in every single lobby, all right? And it's been like that for like 2 or 3 years now, and you know, at some point that gotta be like tiring. Like you want to enjoy the game, but if you're not someone like me with vote kick perms or stuff with hard kick perms and stuff like that, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it that much, all right? I can barely enjoy it either, you know? But yeah, and a lot of time people won't vote kick the cheaters. A lot of time there will be more than one cheater in a lobby, and it's just an overall terrible experience, right? I mean, there's not much else to say about it. I mean, it's a very clear example to like a game getting ruined by exploiters, right? But that's one thing that you can't really do much about. I gotta be real with you. But hopefully Bifron does something, but at this point I feel like it's almost too late. And by the way, this is not like in order or anything, it's just random reasons. I feel like cheaters might be the biggest problem, right? But most of it just isn't in order, right? But the second one I feel like is also has a pretty big hit on the game, is the very clear fact that content creators are moving away from the game. All right, there's less people making Phantom Forces videos, there's less views on Phantom Forces videos, and the bigger content creators that do make PF videos are trying to make less PF videos. And whether you like it or not, Phantom Forces has a big watch base on YouTube, and it has always been sort of thriving. But now with a very clear example, Corny, moving away, we had one less person that was a clear pillar in the CC community, right? And then we have like me, some Steven, and Strider, who are all trying to make other content other than PF, and then eventually that will probably work. And then we only have a few people left, and I gotta be real with you, PFCC will be dead. All right, it's probably gonna be the same sort of situation to what's happened with like Arsenal. All right, like all the big Arsenal YouTubers went somewhere else, and now if you search up Arsenal YouTube videos, they just don't have traction, you know, and that might be the case for Phantom Forces too. Nah, but I feel like a lack of like actual innovation within the game, because I don't know if this is more of a, I don't know if I want to call this a critique, I don't know what I want to call it, but you know how they added a new, more modular, stable framework or whatever in July, like in the 4th of July update, and what have we gotten from that, really? I mean, sure, there's probably a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but when it comes to an average player, it would be nicer to have actual, like, new additions to what the game actually has to offer, because from an average player's perspective, there were still the same bugs, it's still the same game, it's just a slightly different UI, you know? So I feel like that has a big factor to it. Like, also maybe all the guns getting nerfed, there's not anything interesting anymore, I guess. I don't know, I feel like all these factors combined with cheaters, CCs moving away, and lack of updates, or straight up bland updates, because the update formula has been the same for what now, 6-7 years now, and the two main developers, I guess, Axis and Lido, working on core, doesn't help with the fact that they're not gonna be able to add anything to PF. But yeah, I don't know, it's like, I guess those three are the main culprits of to why Phantom Forces is genuinely dying at this time, I guess. I'm gonna try to make other content than Phantom Forces, I just don't know what. You know, I don't know, I'm a little tired of the game. It's all it is, I guess. It's just, I don't know, I've been playing it for a long time. I don't hate the game. It's just, I don't know, I guess it's about time, you know, it's about time. I mean, hopefully it works, I guess. But yeah, what do you guys think about Phantom Forces dying, I guess? I mean, I feel like it was inevitable at some point, right? But I didn't think it would be this drastic, you know? Well, but maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see. What if Phantom Forces just, like, rebuilds itself somehow? Maybe Bifront saves the game. We'll see. Alright, I don't know. If you guys enjoyed the video, press the like button, buy my merch even if I don't have any, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya, love you, mwah.